Hello, Heart Community. I have snuck up on y'all again. Today is such a beautiful day. Hopefully, everyone is embracing the beauty of the power that they have today, and you are maximizing your power, and you are welcoming in, everything that is yours, everything that you desire. So I am live on Facebook, on Instagram. I don't know why I always say Instagram. I think because I just see the I and I just immediately say Instagram, but I'm not live on Instagram. I need to be live on Instagram. I wish that StreamYard would allow you to do that. But I am live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So those of you who are tuning in, if you've never been in the Heart community, um, they call me Master Coach Lakendra Smalley. I am a master life coach and CEO of the Global Life Coach Training and Entrepreneur Institute. I think this is glitching. Hopefully, it's not. So I founded the institute in 2010, and I have built a global brand teaching leaders how to lead with love. And I love it. So let me tap in because it seems like I'm glitching because of poor internet services. Don't y'all hate poor internet service? Oh my gosh. It just drives me crazy. So let me tap in. And it just drives me crazy. Hello. Okay, it looks like everything is good. It looks like everything is good. I'm just kind of looking to see if there is a glitch. Because there's a glitch in my hand movement. It's kind of like a delay. So, anyway, let me get back on track, okay? I want to talk about the power of you, right? The power that you hold. And I'm doing these random lives because, I'm creating content for myself. And me running a life coaching school, like this is something I don't do. Like if you look at other life coaching schools, the founder or the master life coach that pretty much run everything, they're always on and they're always, giving content. But honestly, it just don't light me up. Like it's something that I don't want to commit to, because once you commit to something, then, people expect you to show up all the time. Like people literally start holding you to the fire because they become what you call it, like little sponges, for your wisdom and for your information. So I don't want to give anyone that link, if that makes sense. And that's my right? Those of you who don't know me, I'm very transparent and I really speak my truth, right? Because what I know that I've learned being a master life coach for well over a decade is we just need this much. This is all we need. We just need this much of a push of someone's help, and we only need this much of wisdom from someone else, because even the wisdom that I give is my wisdom. It worked for my life. It may not work for your life. And I think we get so linked to influencers and we become sponges of, the wealth of their information, and we try to apply it to our lives, and then we wonder why our lives are like a yo-yo, right? So I never want to condition anyone that way. So I'm just going to always give you what you need so you can take whatever it is that I may possibly say to light you up and then activate your own power, right? This is my power. This is all the power I have in your life. But this is your power, right? So my tribe always asks me, like, Master Coach, why aren't you out there you have so much wisdom, like you inspire us. But I have grown with my tribe, right? I've grown with them. We kind of know each other and they know my expectations of them, which is I need for y'all to always operate in your power because you have so much power. Y'all feeling me? Oh, there's my beautiful coach, Shanique. Coach Shanique knows. She knows me well. So I love these pop-ups that I do so I can kind of get my content out in little snippets because, I do a talk show that's called 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe. Oh my gosh, and look, Coach Celia is here. She is my global manager. A dose of wisdom from you activates a lot of power. I love that. She's my global manager, and she also produces my 1 Million Life Coaches Around the Globe. Even that was hard for me to say yes to. Like Coach Celia can contest to it. I was like 13 episodes, an hour at a time of just me, talking and celebrating love with other leaders. But I did it, right? And for me, that really fulfilled me because it was for a short period of time. I was able to share just a little bit of my wisdom, and then I got out of there, and so we're looking forward to season 2. But I wanted to really come and talk to y'all about just the power of you and how to activate that power, right? Because, people always say you have the power, but I really want to share with you just a little bit of my wisdom of how I learned to activate my power. So me being a master life coach over a decade, I've learned so many different strategies. I've been mentored by some of the most amazing people in the world. And a lot of you talk about, a lot of you have heard me talk about, being mentored by Monk Tashi. And then I was able to really have an interview with him on my social media page many years ago. And what I learned about, exploring mentorship with him and then going on my own spiritual sabbatical and all of the things that I've done, over a span of 20 years is I've learned to just embrace who I am as a woman, who I am as a queen, who I am as an intelligent force, who I am as love and light, like all of the things I feel that I am. Because I will say, the more you dive into wanting more and more and more information from other people, it takes away from who you want to be, because you will become them. So that's why I just give this little information, because what I know over, 20 years of being in the coaching industry is if we allow people to be uniquely who they are, then the world would be a better place. If Shanique can operate in that, that brilliant Shanique heart set, then everybody in Shanique's proximity is going to be in a better place, because she's going to be exuding who she is. She doesn't have to hide who she is. She doesn't have to camouflage who she is. She can just show up as her authentic self. If Celia, operates in her own power in her own belief system, in her own wisdom, then everybody that's connected to Celia is also, they're going to be so enlightened, right? Because it's going to be the renewedness, the refreshness of having somebody authenticity being, being a radiant light for you to give you the authority to do the same, right? So when you have people who are not, forcing you into their comfort zone, like forcing you into their belief system, it allows you to operate in your truest authenticity in the power of you. And that's what I've learned. And so I love what it is that I do, because I'm able to teach other leaders to lead with their own heart, like really truly connect with what it is that lights you up as a leader. What are your belief system? And operate in that, and don't allow people to waver. Like to they can fan and you just blow away. It's like the smallest wind can knock you off of your course because you're not grounded in your true belief. You're not grounded in what truly sparks you and what truly lights you up. So I really want to kind of talk to you about the practice that I do, right? So the practice that I do that helps me to really tap into the power of myself, my own power. I teach it, and I live by it. Like, it's my truth. And it's called holding space. Like, if I had to give it a name, it's called holding space. Holding space for what wants to happen. These are going to be some good notes to take, okay? Holding space for what wants to happen in your life, in your control, in your power, right? And so if you learn how to hold space for what wants to happen, where you can have complete power over it, then you're going to be very, very successful in activating your power. So when I talk about holding space, like it's not woo-woo at all, right? Some of my friends be like, LaKendra, you're so woo-woo. But I'd rather to be woo-woo than to have no connection to my spiritual self, to my belief system. So when I talk about the practice of holding space for what wants to happen in your life, it's truly just a practice of letting go. Like, how do I just let go and allow, right? And get out of the way, like get out of my own way. So when you're holding space, basically all you're doing is learning your power of accepting and allowing and getting out of your own way. So that can mean like letting go of any attachments to an outcome. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid to fail. Well, failure is a beautiful outcome. Once you get through it, right? Like once you accept, like, oh, here it is. Oh my gosh, I failed. Accepting, allowing, okay, let me reflect on why I failed, because I know that I can find some truth in there that can empower me, right? And I'm going to release it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to release it, because I now know that I can go back and try it again if that's what I want to do, right? So you can let go of attachment to outcomes, attachment in the moment. Like things are happening, like right now, things may be happening in your life in this moment. And what you have to say, because the power that you have is really to say, you know what, it is what it is, right? And that phrase dissolves resistance. It is what it is. There is no denying the truth of this statement. It is what it is right now in this moment. What power? How can I activate my power? What power do I have? So when you say that in the moment, and energy hears that, it's like, oh, okay. Let me release some of this anxiety in her or in him, because they are letting go, they are accepting, they are allowing, and they're getting out of their own way. Because if I don't have any control, especially if I'm dealing with another human, right? If I'm dealing with someone else and I have no control over their power, and their power is happening to me, you just got to surrender to it. Sometimes you just got to say it is what it is. And that's okay. Stating your current circumstances and like following it with that phrase of acceptance makes space for even more acceptance in your power. Y'all follow me, y'all. When I tell you this stuff really works, it really, really works. And it really, truly can strengthen you and give you the power that you deserve. Okay. So when you shift your language, it's always about like, how do I shift my language? Because it is the language that would orient you into your power. It's your language that will orient you into your perspective, not mine, but your perspective and the possibilities that you want to see happen in your life, even when it's out of your control, right? I say all the time, only 10% of life happens to us. But does it really happen to us, or is it happening for us? Because the 90% of life we have complete control over. So if we look at it like life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you, but you still have 90% power to still embrace, accept, allow, and get out of your own way, so you can activate your power in what's happening for you, so you can create the outcome. You can still create whatever outcome. I don't care what has happened to you. You can still create the outcome that you want to have in your life. And that's magical. I used to say years ago, let's create magic together. And that's the type of magic that I was always talking about, the power. Let's create our power together so we can get through these dark days, these lonely days, these, I don't know, these bewildered days, these days of uncertainty, these days of fear, these days of depression. Like, what are the things that you can do to get through those type of days? Holding space for what wants to happen. Just let go, accept, allow, and get out of your own way. Activate your power, right? So I love the practice of holding space. They're very, very short exercises that you can do. They're wonderfully powerful and impactful for your life. And I just want to, give you the practice so you can try it out and see if it works for you, right? Because I will say that it will help you to change your perspective of yourself and others. Because you will stop being angry with other people, right? You would literally stop holding other people accountable for what's not happening for you. You will stop doing that. Because at some point, we have to take full responsibility of our life. Because even if someone is using their power against you, you still get to choose the outcome of that person. Do you allow their power to truly invade your peace of mind? Or do you release them and let them go? Or do you give them grace and humility, right? Maybe it's somebody you really, really care about and you love, and you just truly want to just activate grace and humility in hopes that, they will wake up and see the light. And within your power, if you're strong enough to do that, then I say go for it. Sometimes a little fighting, going to war ain't too bad, because what it does is it helps you to ground yourself even more, because as you go through, you know what, I'm going to accept this because I love this person. And I'm praying that they may possibly change. It just roots you that much stronger in your core values and your principles. And it helps you to build those boundaries, right? So you don't get hurt. And this can be with your children. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to people all the time who have to truly hold space because they're out of sync with their own children. Maybe they're going through, I don't know. I deal with people with all types of problems. People who have children who are on drugs, who have spouses who are on drugs, who have spouses who may be abusive, who have, kids that's running amok. And these are people that you love, but you still have the power. No one has the power over you. You have to decide the result of accepting other people's power in, as long as you understand how to activate yours. Their power can be this, and then yours is this. Their power has to be this, and yours have to be this. Does that make sense? Are y'all following me? Put follow in the chat. I can't. I'm scared to switch to the other channels because I may lose you, because my internet is so freaking shabby over here. So when you are cultivating your capacity to hold space, even in the most difficult circumstances, in the most difficult times, the key is you got to practice it when you're not having difficult times. So I hold space with myself every single day. It has just become a practice for mine. So it has helped me to not get angry so fast. Because I used to go from 0 to 100. Like, I'm not that person that have that in between. That's why I practice love. Like, seriously, because the opposite of love is love. And so when I step out of that, I just say, hey, Lakendra, you have detached from your principles. Get your butt back over there, because the opposite of love is love. It's not anger. It ain't hate. It ain't none of that stuff. So get back in alignment. And so I've learned to do that, and I teach it in certification, in our life coach certification, that there's no opposite into what roots you to being a great human being. A human being of compassion and love and kindness. It's just that one middle way, right? So the key is that you have to practice and teach yourself how to hold space with yourself the right way so you can activate your power. So all you do truly is, like, there's no cell phone involved, there's no music, the violin music playing in the background. Don't none of that exist. It's just you and yourself. And you sit there, and all you do is, because emotions, agitation, all of those things are going to play. It's going to play with you. Like, maybe for the first dozen times, I'm telling you, like, I've gone through this, right? And you just have to practice just letting go. You can sit with your eyes closed. You can sit with your eyes open. You can be in full awareness. It's really your thing. You can sit with lights off, lights on. It only take minutes, y'all, just minutes. And you just sit, and all of the things that do not serve your power, right? Like being impatient because you want to get up. You want to go check social media. You want to turn the television on. You want to call your boo and holler at your boo, right? Just accept, allow, because those thoughts and those patterns are a part of you. right? So you're sitting and, like, get up, girl, get up and go get your phone. Like, those thoughts are going to come in your mind. Like, this is so worthless. Get your ass up and go get your phone. We can do better things over there, right? You feel it, you accept it, you let go. You accept it, you allow it. Let me put it in the correct terms so I can give it to you so you can remember. Okay? You're accepting the thoughts that do not serve your power, because we're trying to tap into our power, right? So the thoughts that's telling you, like, this is worthless, get up, we're impatient, like all the things, oh, you're hungry, all the things pop up in your head, right? You just sit and you hold space. I'm accepting these thoughts, right? I'm allowing them and I'm letting them go. So get up, go get your phone, go turn the television on. No. But I'm accepting you and I'm allowing it to exist right now and I'm letting it go. It could be sadness. Maybe you need to cry. Maybe you ain't cried all month. Maybe you're that person, because I'm definitely that person. I'm not very emotional. And sometimes I just sit when I'm sitting and holding space with myself, and I do it early in the morning. And sometimes I can just feel sadness and I feel it. And instead of me coming out of it, right? Because like, oh no, I got to be strong. No, I have learned to accept it. And if tears start coming down, I allow it to happen. And sometimes I can cry for 5 minutes. I don't even know where it's coming from, but maybe it's just the purge that needs to happen. And that's my power, right? And then once I'm done, I get out of my own way. I don't question why I was crying. I don't do any of that. That was a part of my moment. And so if you learn to just express those emotions, because don't you know that there are dozens and dozens and dozens of emotions that exist, but we only know a couple. We only know how to operate like in anger and disappointment and happiness, right? Like a lot of people just don't even know that there's dozens of emotions. That's what I love about life coaching, because it makes you tap into this type of wisdom. So even if it's anger, maybe I'm freaking angry at someone, and instead of me taking it out on them, I just hold space, because really taking it out on them is not my power. That's not how I even operate. But sometimes we can get beside ourselves and we can go to war with somebody else's power. And that's something you don't want to do, because you want to always have control, right? So even if I'm angry, I'll sit in holding space. I'll sit and I'll just allow my mind to do what it's going to do, right? So if I'm cursing them out, if I see me punching them in the face, whatever it is, I'm accepting it. I'm accepting and I'm allowing it, because it's within my power that I can control it. And once those thoughts go away, I just release it and let it go. So the next time I see that person, I'm in a different headspace, because the results that I got wasn't me hurting someone else because of my pain of allowing them, their power, to invade me, because we still have the power on how people treat us. But once you say, I love that person and I still want this person to be a part of my life, and I just need to have patience, maybe for their growth. Maybe I need to give them grace for their growth, but I have my boundaries here. They're connected with my core values. They're connecting with my principles. So I still get to determine the result, the outcome. Does this make sense? That's the power of you. So learning how to activate your power through holding space gives you 100% control. But practice is the key. So I'm going to challenge you for the rest of this year to set you a timer in your phone for 3 to 5 minutes, just for 3 to 5 minutes, and to practice holding space. And you can set reminders in your phone. When I first started practicing it many years ago, I used to have this alarm that I used to set, and the alarm will go off once every hour, and I would just literally sit and let my emotions go through the process, right? So you can do the same thing. And I don't care where you are. You can be in a restaurant, you can be in a movie, you can be at work, you could be walking. It doesn't matter where you are. You can hold space in any place. You just gotta remove yourself. Like if you're in a group of people, maybe go to the restroom, say, hey, I gotta run to the restroom. Or just go, maybe, I don't know, maybe go sit in a line at the bar. You know how the lines be long at the bar? You can practice anywhere. I'm not going to give you an excuse. You can truly practice holding space anywhere. But I will say, if you want to have a great experience with yourself, you can do it in privacy. Just try doing it in privacy. But sometimes I have found myself like in the middle of a conference or in the middle of being with family or friends, and I literally had to just like remove myself from their energy to like a different space. And people say, LaKendra, are you okay? Like, hey, is everything all right? Because they've watched me kind of distance myself, because I truly have to just maybe hold space, because I find myself maybe losing my power. Maybe there's a conversation going on and I may not agree with it, and I may feel like I need to interject my opinion. I don't even do that. Like, for what? Like, why do we feel we have to like inject our opinion because we feel uncomfortable about a conversation? Whoever's having a conversation is exercising their power because that's what they believe in. And I don't have to say, oh, I don't believe in that, and inject my perspective to cause even more chaos. Oh, it's healthy. It's healthy. What do you call it? It's kind of a healthy conversation to be like combative. There's nothing healthy about that, because someone gets left with the perspective inside of their mind, the anger, the frustration, the overwhelm. Someone gets left with it. So no, it's not healthy dialogue. I think that's what they say. It's like, oh, it's just like a healthy conversation. Sometimes it's just not. Well, not sometimes. I just feel like most times, 99.9% of the time, allow people to have their own power, to exercise their own power within their own belief. And you don't have to. You need to work on holding space with yourself and knowing that you have power to just also say, I don't believe in that. So this is just not the conversation for me to participate in. And then you move on, right? See, people don't like to hear that. This is the reason why I said, I don't need to be on social media every day talking, because I will really piss a lot of people off, because, everybody have their perspective, because everybody wants significance. Everybody wants to experience significance and love and connection. Those great values that makes us human, right? Everybody wants that certainty, and they want a deposit. They want to say that, I made that deposit, so it's my right. But is it really your right when you're causing suffering because you want to infect other people with your beliefs? Is that really fair? Remember, I said your belief only weighs this much in somebody's life. So you giving your 2 cents all the time, it really doesn't matter. Empower your own power. Create your power within. Create your own significance. Not to diminish somebody else's significance. That's what this whole Leading with Love movement that I've started is on. So I do want to end with, because I am a life coach in school, if you want to learn how to have your own power, that power of you, and how to activate it, and how holding space can truly, magnify your life into massive growth. Because I will say that massive growth happens when you know how to activate and exercise your own power. Is that we're hosting a Cyber Monday. So we did a Black Friday, right? So we did a Black Friday where we offered our 2-day life coach intensive. 2 days. That's all. It's a long 2 days, but it's 2 great, impactful days where you can come and get those life coaching principles to help you to activate the power of you. And it was Friday. It was just for $555. Like, everybody thought I was insane. My coaches were calling me like, did you, are you missing a one? And I'm like, no, this is what I want to do. So for Cyber Monday, it's 777, the lucky number 7, right? So it's $777. $777, yeah. And if you can fly here, if you can drive here, or if you're in the DFW area and you want to come and do it live, I'm teaching it live on December 9th and 10th. You can come and do that. But if you can't fly here, if you can't drive here, and you just don't have the time, you can also do our independent study, but we still will give you a lead coach that will help you through the material so you can finish it in a decent amount of time. I would say that people who do an independent study could truly finish within 7 to 30 days. Okay, that's like a big gap. But people who say, when people take action, people can truly finish things at a fast pace. When I did my master's degree, it was the year that they said that my mother, may not make it. And I was like, I want my mother to see me get a master's degree. And my master's program was 2 years, and I finished it in a year. I went and sat with my advisors and I said, how can I finish this for a year? And they said, you can't take any holiday breaks. You would have to attend school on the weekends. And that's the commitment you have to make. And I made that commitment, and I literally finished, my master's degree within a year. So that's the reason why I said 7 to 30 days, because when you want massive results in your life and you know that time is not of the essence, it's like time is an illusion, and at any day, anything can happen that changes the whole course of our life. So people who take massive action know that, and they just activate the desires that the desires that they crave for, which is like holding space, right? For what wants to happen. So what wants to happen in your life? If you're yearning for, growth and expansion, and tap into, another dimension of your mindset, so you can have power, and so you can have control over results that, you want to have in your life, then maybe you coming on and joining the Heart Community and becoming a certified life coach, not because you want to call yourself a coach, but because you want the lifestyle of having those coaching principles that truly change your life. I think I even have, let me see if I have, because I think this will just be cute for when I cut this up. Because remember, I'm only doing these to create content. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I think I have a picture here. I'm trying to see if I downloaded it from Canva. Let me see, download. Is that it? Child, I ain't downloaded nothing. Well, I thought I downloaded it from Canva, but I didn't. So, is it over here? Oh, I did. Let me see if I can share this. That way it'll be my last picture on my screen. Maybe this will be my screensaver. I would love for it to be my screensaver. So let's see. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So our Cyber Monday deal for $777. If you're one of our coaches and you're listening to this and you have a loved one that you've been trying to bring into the heart community, this is a great deal. And the beautiful thing about this is it's not just going to be for Cyber Monday. I was actually listening to a live on TikTok yesterday, and the guy was talking about, if you're a heart center leader and you're trying to get into the festivities of, the Black Fridays and blah, 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 extend it. Like, it's okay for you to extend the sale. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that. So the Cyber Monday sale will go on until December 6th. Wait a minute, I'm lying. Hold on. December 4th. Because the class is the 9th and the 10th. So you have all of this week and the 4th to get this special, and come and get the power of you, activate the power of you within. So I love this. I love this opportunity. I love meeting new people. And I love that I'm going to teach this live. I haven't taught the course live all year. So this is going to be great to get me back in the game, to meet new people and activate the power within you, to let you know that you do have the power to create your own course of life. And you don't need to keep depending on other people to feed you, right? You can feed yourself. So that's that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Look, this was good. This is 41 minutes, good and simple. Use your power to hold space with yourself, right? Remember, practice letting go. That's all holding space helps you to do. Practice holding space for what wants to happen in your life. When you exercise your power allow you to accept, allow, and release. Whatever it is, whatever emotion it is, whatever disappointment it is, whatever joy it is, right? Like, it just keeps expanding you so you can allow more to happen, right? So it's like, oh, all I do is experience anger. Well, it's because you need to accept, allow, and release so you can expand more and maybe experience joy, happiness, right? Kindness, fulfillment, abundance. But when you're consumed with just this one emotion and you're not releasing it, then it's very, very, very hard for you to welcome anything in. So yeah, that's it. I feel good. And I think I'm all out of words now. So visit our website. It doesn't go active until midnight tonight. And so midnight tonight, you'll be able to go to our website. I'm going to put it in the comments here. I don't know if it's going to generate, and or if one of my coaches is on here, maybe y'all can put it in the comments. Let me see. It's such a lag on my end. So I'll come back and put it in the comments. Maybe I have it on a banner. Let me see. Let me check this out. Oh, yeah, I do. I have it on a ticker. So let's get ready to scroll across the screen. So if you write the website down, make sure you spell entrepreneur right. I don't even know why I put entrepreneur in the company name, because I used to spell it wrong all the time, but it helped me to spell it right. Love that I started my Monday morning with this beautiful motivation, activate my power. Oh, you're so welcome, Coach Celia. Look at these comments. I'm just now seeing these comments too. I love the fact that you help activate. Yes, because we got to learn how to do this stuff on our own. So that's the website, y'all, at the bottom. And midnight tonight, if you go to the website, the Cyber Monday will be live for you to purchase. And then allow 48 hours for our lead coach to contact you, our two lead coaches. Somebody will contact you and give you the rest of the information. And I'm going to keep this active until December 4th. So December the 4th. And then I'm sure I'm going to feel some type of way after teaching the class on the 9th and 10th. And I may activate it for a holiday special until the end of the year. It just won't be me teaching it. It will just be you doing a self-study. So, and then at the beginning of the year, it'll go back to the $3,997 because that's how much the course is, $3,997. So get in where you fit in. Come over here and get you some of this love in our heart community, and tap in. If you haven't liked our page, make sure you like our page on Facebook. It's under Gice, Gice Loves. It's all one word, Gice Loves. And then on Instagram, we're GICE_loves with the S, LOVES. So G as in girl, ICE_loves with an S on Instagram, and no underscore here on Facebook. So we would love for you to connect with us and be a part of our love community, our heart community. And, you get to just get to tap in and just get a little bit of wisdom, to help kind of pour into you and expand you, so you can know that you have just as much power and just as much wisdom and knowledge to truly power yourself, create the power within yourself, believe in your abilities to heal and to expand and to find your own success and abundance. You got to believe that you're capable of doing that. Right? So it was something that I had to tap into. And if I can tap into it, you can tap into it too. That's the beautiful thing when you're connected to Heart Center leaders, because I'm going to always push my community to be the best versions of themselves, not my best version. I need for you to be the best version of yourself. So tap into your power and do something beautiful for your own life. Okay. And I'll see y'all next time. These are called pop-ups. I'm going to pop up again. I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to be inspired to do it. Hey, babe. I don't know when I'm going to be inspired to do it, but I'm going to pop up again on y'all. And let's just have another, a beautiful love gathering. So be good to yourselves. This starts a new week. This is the last week, right? This is the last week of the month. And boom, we're headed over to 2024. So make this week count with your power. Activate your power so you can create the healing and the expansion that you desire to see in your life. And holding space is one of the ways that you can truly learn how to tap into what's happening to you, so you can expand more and allow more of your good power into you. Okay. So y'all be good. Sending you love and light. Bye for now.